Who will pay the salary if you get infected by coronavirus or get quarantined? Are there any changes in reporting the sickness to the German employer during this pandemic situation? What are the financial liabilities of the employers in case you have to take care of your child because daycare centers and schools are closed, or in case your child is sick and staying at home? If you have these questions, please watch this video till the end for the answers. Please subscribe to the channel below before continuing to watch the video further. You can also follow me on my social media pages such as Instagram and Facebook page. You can also join the Telegram group and Facebook group. All the links are provided in the description below. Let's dive into today's video. Please note that I have shot this video based on the research on the government websites. In case you have any kind of questions or you need any kind of support, please get in touch with the authorized lawyer for the help. If any employee falls ill due to coronavirus, he will be entitled to monthly salary from the employer because employer can claim the salary of the employee from the state government under the Protection Against Infection Act. In case due to the risk of infection you have been quarantined and you are working for your organization, then employer must pay you the monthly salary. In case you are not working during that period, then also employer will be paying you the salary until 6 weeks. Afterwards, you can claim the salary to your health insurance company. Due to travel restrictions in lieu of coronavirus, can your employer ask you to go on a business trip, especially in the highly infected area? In ideal scenario, no, your employer cannot ask you or cannot send you to the highly impacted area. But definitely, due to business needs or some unavoidable circumstances, you might have to travel there, but situation has to be assessed on case by case and considering all the legal laws in place in the current situation. Is there any kind of financial aid being provided by the state or federal government to the employers? Yes, employers can register for Kurzarbeit or short working hours during this pandemic situation. They can directly go on the Arbeitsamt website and register themselves after meeting all the requirements. In the current pandemic situation, Arbeitsamt as well as federal government have relaxed the laws to meet the Kurzarbeit requirements. So in this economic crisis, it is easier for the employers to register for Kurzarbeit to save the jobs, to save the economy. Are there any changes in the process of reporting sickness to the employer during this situation? Yes, there is a minor change in reporting sickness during this pandemic situation. In the normal scenario, you will visit to the doctor and doctor will issue a sick note to you to be submitted to the employer. However, an exception has been introduced. In case you observe minor sickness in the upper respiratory tract, you can call your doctor and explain your situation. The doctor will send you the sick note based on your condition or may recommend you for the further diagnosis based on your situation. However, this exception doesn't apply to the cases in which patient has been in touch with COVID-19 infected person or have traveled to the officially infected area in past 14 days. The main purpose of this exception is to relieve the doctors as well as the patients to avoid any kind of virus spread while waiting in the waiting area of the doctor's clinic. Though there is a complete lockdown and there are travel restrictions, but some people may travel due to personal reasons, but please make sure you are not traveling for any kind of unjustifiable reasons. If employer or authorities find that you have traveled for unjustifiable reasons, then it might be possible in case of sickness, you might lose your sickness benefits. What should you do in case you are suspicious that you are infected by the coronavirus? In that situation, you must call the employer immediately and report your sickness and inform that you are also suspicious of coronavirus infection. It will help the employer to take necessary measures to sanitize the workplace as well as help the employer to take further steps to avoid any kind of further infection. In case doctors and authorities have asked you to go into quarantine, in that situation also you must inform to your employer immediately. Are there any kind of financial obligations for the employer in case you have to stay at home as daycare centers and schools are closed. In ideal scenario, employer doesn't have any kind of financial obligations to deal with this situation. Being a parent, you have to find alternate solution to take care of child during this time, as you do normally in case of strikes or other days when the schools and daycare centers are closed. Are there any kind of financial obligations on the employer in case you have to stay home due to your child is sick? In such a scenario, you can take the leave between 5 to 10 days, which will be treated in lieu of sick leave. However, there have been legal discussions are going on considering the coronavirus situation regarding the period of 5 to 10 days. Can your employer ask you to do the overtime work? Yes, your employer can ask you to do the overtime work provided employer is going to pay you for this amount of time you have worked for. Employer has to abide by all the legal laws when you are working overtime and also must agree with the conditions which have been laid down by the Betriebsrat or Workers' Council. This is all I have in today's video. Please subscribe to the channel, give a thumbs up below and share the video. Have a good day.